But no matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over that proactively reduces inflammation, which means you could have fewer attacks, breathe better, and relieve your asthma symptoms. So you can be you, whoever you are. Tespire is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions may occur and can be serious. Rash or eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. By helping control your asthma, Tespire can help you be you. No matter who you are, ask your asthma specialist about Tespire today.
Ksee 24 News is always available at the new yourcentralvalley.com. Ksee 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Ruben Contreras for your forecast. First, sunshine out there this midday. Still kind of cool for this time of year, and it's still going to be breezy from time to time. This is the view from our Valley Cam outside our Ksee 24 studios, looking off to the southwest. If you look out to the west, clear skies, but looking to the east, you do see some cloud cover. There's the wind still picking up in certain parts of the valley, close to 15-mile-an-hour winds in Merced, Madera, Fresno, and Lemoore. Along Interstate 5, western Fresno County, kind of gusty. Those areas seeing those wind gusts of 25 miles an hour or even higher in some locations. Mid to upper 50s now. Our highs today will be in the mid to upper 60s, a little below average for this time of year. And again, just seeing some clouds in the Sierra. Warmer temperatures this weekend. Details as Ksee 24 Midday starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News Midday.
Coming up on Ksee Midday, a shooting in central Fresno over gang involvement leaves a man in critical condition. And the warnings to locals regarding flooding and dangers of the Kings River. Hello, welcome to Ksee 24 Midday. Look at Spiffy there.
Thank you. I'm Brody Logan. This is Taryn Mitchell. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. Well, along with a lot of local news, Fresno police are investigating a shooting after they got a call around 9:50 last night of shots fired near Ashland and Fresno. Officers say earlier in the day, the suspect, a Hispanic male, went to the MB fashion store, approached the victim, and asked if he was in a gang. Hours later, the suspect approached the victim and shot him in the torso multiple times at MB Fashion. Officials say the victim was also an employee of the store. He's in the hospital in critical condition. No other suspect information has been released at this time. Well, sentencing yesterday for a man who pleaded no contest to felony cruelty charges following the death of a dog at a Fresno home. 23-year-old Aaron Compton was charged with killing a 16-year-old Yorkie while doing pool maintenance at a home in October of 2021. Well, this week, a judge sentenced him to 2 years probation. That includes 185 days of adult confinement and the remainder of the time with GPS monitoring. Surveillance video caught the moments he took the dog and placed it in the home's trash can. He later turned himself into police and pleaded no contest to the charges. Well, a new evacuation warning for dozens of residents at the Riverbend RV Park along the Kings River.
Jennifer Ortega reports as floodwaters creep closer and closer.
Every time I've driven over it, it's been pretty scary, but we started parking on this side just for that reason.
Cy Simus says he's been renting a mobile home here at Riverbend RV Park for 3 years and says they're always keeping an eye on the water levels.
The first time it happened is pretty weird, feeling kind of like unhoused and not knowing when we could come back or if we could get our stuff across or get our cats out.
Simus says he's already looking for another place to stay with the Kings River lapping at his doorstep.
I'm wearing rain boots right now. Like when I leave our house, we actually walk through water, like out the front door.
Fresno County deputies sent out an evacuation warning this afternoon for residents northeast of Highway 180 and Piedra Road.
This camper was parked here all winter, so he had stored it for the winter here. So he'd been tracking it very closely because it's been close. It was down by the office, so it was in about 1.5 to 2 feet of water when we got here yesterday.
This camper flew in from Maine to stay at the RV park with his son and says he's ready to evacuate at a moment's notice if they need to.
We're all set up so that if the water comes in, we've got a fairly large truck. It's fairly big camper. We can hook up quickly and move out of here if we have to.
Officials say the Kings River will continue to rise as snow melts and water releases are increased out of the Pine Flat Dam. You can monitor the conditions by signing up for the Fresno County Emergency Alerts. In Fresno, Jennifer Ortega, Ksee 24, local news that matters.
Well, the small community of Stratford also on alert as a nearby levee could not be a match for the rising waters as the re-emerging Tulare Lake is starting to look more and more like an ocean. Water is creeping closer to the current levee system, which sits at around 185 feet above sea level, but it's deteriorating due to wear. The county has applied for state and FEMA assistance to fortify and raise the levee to 188 feet above sea level, acting as the first line of defense against flooding. Also part of that plan, to add flood barriers to roughly 3 miles of Lincoln Avenue. That would create a wall at 195 feet above sea level between the town and the levee.
It will protect the wastewater treatment plant of the community. It will protect one well site that also provides potable water to the district. And it will protect the community as a whole.
Supervisor Joe Neves says they're hoping to hear back on funding for the plan by Friday. And from there, he estimates that the plan will be complete within 7 to 10 days.
Families and homeowners met with county officials at Island Union Elementary School north of Lemoore to hear the community's questions. This area of 21st Avenue, north of the city of Lemoore, is where the Kings River South Fork stream flows from the Pine Flats Dam. With all the snow melt that is expected to come down throughout the next several warm months, it is bringing some concern to the people that live there. Kings County Supervisor Doug Verboon says, though, this meeting was held on Wednesday. That's the reason, so locals can exchange information to maybe move their cattle or hay or find a place to stay if they need.
We have the snow melt that's going to melt. It's going to come into Pine Flat. There's going to be a time where we go into overflow capacity and flood stage. That's going to be the key time that we have to really be prepared. And so right now, we're trying to bring calm to the community and let them be prepared.
Verboon says the government has yet to step in for help because, well, there hasn't been enough destruction to then apply for federal assistance. He said the county has about 2 homes that have been demolished. To qualify for that assistance, you need around 25. He is planning to have another one of these meetings in about 2 weeks' time. And that, that's one of those good problems to have, that there hasn't been enough destruction that you can apply for that assistance.
Absolutely. Well, coming up on Ksee Midday.
A South Valley Marine Corps veteran inspired by his students wanted to make learning fun. Why his students say they enjoy having him as a teacher just as much as he enjoys being one. When we come back.
And one more cool, breezy day before our warm-up arrives. First, your reality forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Oak, ash, and juniper are the top pollens. We're in the medium-high range through Saturday. I'll show you the warming trend into this weekend as Ksee Midday continues.
This is Ksee 24 Midday with Taryn Mitchell, Brody Logan, and the certified most accurate forecast with forecaster Ruben Contreras, your local weather authority. Ksee 24, local news that matters.
Hi, I'm Bobby Jones. I opened up Barbecue Bob to give back to the community I love. We have all your barbecue favorites covered in our secret sauce, smoked in our Big Daddy pit, and paired with perfect sides and desserts. You'll be back for more.
If you're a fan of the show, then you know we've met some amazing people this year. George Lopez, the man himself, Howie Mandel, Kenan Thompson himself, along with Kimberly Lewis. Come on, you pulling right there. Oh, my God! Huge dog lover.
Keep going. Pump it up.
To all of our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for following along on social media. Cheers to another year here of Central Valley Today.
Your music is so familiar. What do you think when people start humming back your tunes? How you doing, Lester?
Spring into savings and refresh your home at Ashley with up to 30% off designer picks, where we have a selection of items created by our elite team just for you. Plus, special financing options for every budget, only at Ashley.
The most common form of dementia is Alzheimer's. At Oasis Adult Day Program, we really focus on keeping your body and mind moving. So the more cognitive stimulation and exercise you do, the slower Alzheimer's or dementia progresses. Our whole purpose is to offer a safe and engaging environment so your loved one is able to have fun while you are getting your much-needed break. To learn more, call 559-224-9121.
I did a Good Feet commercial about 4 years ago, and I thought maybe I should check in with you. Yeah, I'm still wearing my Good Feet arch supports. They give you the freedom to move without pain. I worry about how warm or cool to dress on trail, but I don't worry about my feet anymore. I put my arch supports in and forget about it. I'm Deidre Haven, and this is still my Good Feet story.
You too can get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
At Ashley, spring into slumber with a variety of comfort choices from top mattress brands like Ashley Sleep and Sealy. Or get 0% interest for 60 months on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
Do something positive. Make an appointment at donateblood.org.
Now, forecaster Ruben Contreras with your local Weather Authority forecast.
And we're still going to deal with wind for today, so that means it's going to be a little bit cooler, but after today, the winds will calm down for a little while. Right now, winds out of the northwest at 12 miles an hour in Fresno, 20-mile-an-hour winds in Sacramento. Not too bad along the coast, but it is a little breezy in some areas, especially those inland valleys along the central coast. 13-mile-an-hour winds in Merced and Madera, 16 in Lemoore. Once again, the west side of the valley will have the gusty winds, especially along Interstate 5 throughout the afternoon, and then things will calm down. Still got some clouds out there, mainly on the east and southern portions of the valley. This is a live picture from our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino. This one, Equi Health, looking off to the east. You do see some clouds here, a little bit of haze, and of course the cloud cover will linger over the Sierra through the afternoon. Even some parts of the lower foothills. This is a live picture from Lake Cahuilla, thanks to Sequoia Parks Conservancy. This is their webcam in the foothills of Tulare County. Notice the water levels of the lake starting to go down here, and then there's still some cloud cover out there. But for the most part, a good amount of sunshine for the valley. Futurecast wind gust shows those wind gusts being close to 20, maybe even 25 miles an hour this afternoon in Mendota. A little more, there's potential in Los Banos, especially through Pacheco Pass. And that will continue towards sunset for tonight. Winds will gradually start to calm down for the valley, and they're going to be much more calm in the foothills of the Sierra today. But for the valley, we're going to have to wait into the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. But you still see the wind gust, according to Futurecast, picking up in the Pacheco Pass area, even towards Los Banos. Then winds will calm down basically for everyone as we move forward into Friday and most of the weekend. This is the low pressure system that caused all the wind, brought in much cooler air, dropping our temperatures the past several days, and some cloud cover. Again, when these storms go through the backside of California, they basically lose a lot of their moisture. We didn't get anything out of it, but other parts of the state did. So that will lift off to the east, northeast, and high pressure out in the Pacific builds in, and it will start to warm us up. 55 in Fresno now, 58 in Merced, 55 in Visalia, and 61 in Lemoore. Madera, looks like things are back online. Your current temperature at the observation station there, 57 degrees. And for the most part, obviously, it is cooler out there for most of the valley, foothills, and the Sierra compared to yesterday. 68 our forecast high. We made it to 69 yesterday, so a little bit cooler today. 73 is the average for this time of year, in today's record 97 degrees. South Valley temperatures for this afternoon, 67 in Tulare. A few spots still in the 70s. That'll be the case for Lemoore and Hanford. 68 in 5 Points, 61 in Yokuts Valley, 57 for Aubrey, 63 in Yosemite Valley, and 67 for Chowchilla, and 65 in Merced this afternoon. Temperatures tonight still on the chilly side. We're going to have clear skies, overnight lows in the 40s, getting a little close to the 30s. I wouldn't be surprised if we had an outline spot at 38 or 39 degrees for tonight, and temperatures will be very cool out there across Central California. And of course, when we have cooler temperatures, air quality tends to be good to moderate across the valley. Your Chansey Getaway weekend forecast shows mostly sunny skies in the Bay Area, upper 50s to lower 60s for San Francisco and Monterey. Reno could make it into the 70s this weekend under mostly sunny skies. Lake Tahoe will be in the upper 50s. Southern California, some 90s are possible in Palm Springs this weekend. Los Angeles and San Diego, upper 60s to lower 70s under mostly sunny skies. Las Vegas, potentially jumping into the 80s by Saturday. And of course, your temperatures here at home are going to be fairly cool the next few days. We're going to be in the 60s and then jumping into the 70s 70s starting tomorrow. More seasonable temperatures, and we'll get very close to the 80s Saturday into Sunday. The winds will start to pick up Sunday night, and the clouds start to move in. Much cooler next week, and we're going to have cloudy skies. Might have a little bit of a chance of a shower, mainly in Northern California, but things for us locally will remain dry. As always, you can check out your regional forecast any time of the day. Just go to yourcentralA.com to check it out. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Ruben, thank you. Well, Valley Congressman Jim Costa visiting Fresno Unified's Nutrition Center this week.
It was all a part of an effort for district courts to improve food for students. Costa spoke about the importance of having nutritious food available for the students. The district is partnering with an outside agency to try to improve the food options here in schools. Costa says he wants to work to improve parts of the Farm Bill in Washington to possibly get some higher quality food to school students.
But I think we all understand that healthy nutrition is a absolutely essential part of good health in America. And a healthy nutrition food that these students can eat, they're going to learn a lot better. We know that. The statistics support that.
Costa says it is a real challenge to provide nearly 98,000 meals a day to Fresno Unified students. He wants to see more done to help make that entire process easier. A retired Marine serving local youth in one of the best ways he can.
That's right. He's busy keeping his third grade class engaged while also having a little fun while doing it. Today we introduce you to this week's Educator of the Week.
I love that he has such a good initiative, and he always has a positive attitude.
A positive attitude, indeed. This school year marked 7 years for Mr. Marsh at Conyer Elementary School. The retired Marine Corps veteran knew his job wasn't done after serving for the Marines. Mr. Marsh still wanted to make a difference, so he went back to school and got his teaching degree. After crafting fun ways for kids to learn, everyone wants to be in his class.
So like first day, I always do first day. The kids think they're gonna go right into work. We went out and did hula hooping right there to get rid of that anxiety.
Many of his students this year started school during the pandemic just 3 years ago. Mr. Marsh helps them feel comfortable in their learning abilities, and it all starts with something like this.
That if you have a positive attitude, you can do anything. And then once once you tell them that and you start showing them examples of it, they buy in.
But in all his success, he has his kids to thank for why he does what he does.
I find that I just need the kids. I think I need them more than they need me, and because they fill that hole from the Marine Corps, as in a unity of cohesion as a classroom.
With the school year coming to a close, student Olivia Hicks has this to say about her third grade teacher.
That he's a great teacher, and I've never seen a nice teacher like him before.
So a big congratulations to Mr. Marsh at Conyer Elementary School. You are Ksee 24's Educator of the Week.
Oh man, just being in his class, that was so much fun. He's super interactive with a lot of those students, so I'm glad
That's good, keeping them engaged, and I like how he talks about how they feel his lack of camaraderie. You know, he was in the service. A lot of veterans talk about how they kind of miss that team aspect, and he gets that from his students. They're all working together.
Almost 30 kids that he's keeping busy. Well, coming up on Ksee 24 Midday.
A study into the effects of a 4-day work week. Oh, wow, imagine that. You think we do that here? That'd be great. Australia, we might be making some changes. Wonder about here, huh?
Maybe you.
4 days.
When my rideshare driver hit another car, I was overwhelmed dealing with the insurance companies. Then I found the injury attorneys at BD&J.
The personal injury attorneys at BD&J have recovered over $1 billion for their clients. Make the call to BD&J today.
Nate went viral with a video mocking LeBron James. You did lose your job.
You made it a racist issue.
There's nothing racist about my videos.
Next, Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on Ksee 24.
I'm Dr. Rowland with Innovative Medical Center. Have you been diagnosed with neuropathy? Then you need to give us a call today.
For a number of years, I had been losing sensation in my feet and in my hands.
Nearly 30% of Americans suffer from some sort of neuropathy. At Innovative Medical Center, we can help you. We help patients without the use of drugs or surgery.
I can now engage in all of the activities that I did before and could not because of the neuropathy.
It's time to start living again pain-free. Call Innovative Medical Center today.
I got hurt in a car accident, but I don't want to spend all day dealing with a lawyer.
We can evaluate your case in as little as 5 minutes.
They settled my case for $215,000.
Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call now or visit lawbrothers.com.
Table Mountain Casino Resort has the best rewards program in the Valley. And now it just got even better. Bring in your rewards card from any casino in the Central Valley, and we will automatically upgrade you to an equal matching tier. And don't forget to join us every Saturday night in the Blue Oak Grill, where we have free live music. The sky's the limit at Table Mountain Casino Resort.
You can't always avoid migraine triggers like your next period. Qlipta can help prevent migraines. You can't always prevent what's going on outside. That's why Qlipta helps what's going on inside. Qlipta gets right to work. In a 3-month study, Qlipta significantly reduced monthly migraine days, and the majority of people reduced them by 50 to 100%. Qlipta blocks CGRP, a protein believed to be a cause of migraines. Qlipta is a preventive treatment for episodic migraine. Most common side effects are nausea, constipation, and tiredness. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Qlipta.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed-up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut and your mood will follow.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You won't take a time out. 1 dose of Ubrelvy quickly stops migraine in its tracks within 2 hours.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
A study out of Australia found that people are more active, live a healthier lifestyle when they're on vacation. Even if that break is just 3 days long, researchers say people who are on vacation engage in more healthy behaviors, including vigorous physical activity, sleeping more, sitting down less. Getting more sleep can have a positive effect on our mental and physical health, improving mood and productivity. And more physically active can lower the risk of depression and obesity.
Right, might be better with that for sure. Well, some new discoveries for babies who were born out of assisted reproduction. Well, these discoveries are putting concerns to rest. Children born with the help of assisted reproduction are growing up just fine. That's the finding of a landmark study that shows no difference in the physiological well-being or quality of family relationships for kids conceived by egg donation, sperm donation, or surrogacy. Researchers at the University of Cambridge state their findings overturn those assumptions that children born by assisted reproductives are at a disadvantage because they lack a biological connection to their parents. I'm more interested with that story you just read about the work weeks. I would be so much more efficient if I had shorter work weeks.
Yeah, get everything done. And then, you know, more people get an opportunity to anchor if you have an extra day off.
Will that ever happen for us, you think, in TV news to have shorter weeks?
Oh, if it'll save someone some money in a corporate office, they'll figure out a way to do it.
Coming up on Ksee Midday.
We're going to take a look at a record-breaking pup. It's almost shorter than $1, than $1. Look at this. Okay, not even almost shorter than $1. Get out of here. What is this picture?
Grab the keys to a new Toyota. Let's go! It's time to spring into adventure. Experience everything that awaits this season in a new Toyota. Get low 3.99% APR financing on the stylish, fuel-efficient Camry. Or lease a Camry for just $379 a month.
Grab the keys, come on, let's go.
Toyota, let's go places.
This is no special effect. There's no green screen behind us.
We really are standing on top of these trucks.
And why do we do it? To show you if one of these monsters hurt you, we are on top of the big trucking companies.
We're not afraid to take them on and fight for all the money you deserve. We recently got a client who was hurt by a big truck, $750,000. Call us.
It's just that easy.
Call 1-877-DUNION. DUNNION.
This is my dad, Charles. The man is always on the go. Usually, he has a sports drink with lunch. But today, instead of a drink of tons of sugar, we're making our own with strawberries, lime, and little mint. Then, Mom adds some sparkling water. It's a healthy drink that's loaded with flavor. Will my go-getter daddy approve? He does!
does.
Celebrate healthy choices that lead to more successful futures. Visit CalFreshHealthyLiving.org.
Mike Osborne with OsborneHomes.com, and I want to buy your house. I'll make you an as-is cash offer on your house within 24 hours. Whether it's a total fixer-upper or in perfect condition, OsborneHomes.com is the easiest way to sell your house. When you sell your house to OsborneHomes.com, there's no fees, no commissions, no banks, and no repairs. Just go to OsborneHomes.com for a free, no obligation cash offer 24 hours a day. That's OsborneHomes.com.
Home office. It started a few years ago at the kitchen table. Then, many of us turned our third bedrooms into functional workspace with every kind of technology imaginable. The home office selection at Fresno's Fashion Furniture, including the most beautiful desks, chairs, file cabinets, and accessories available. Check out the home office selection at Fresno's Fashion Furniture. There's nothing like it in all of California.
Disaster and damage can strike anytime. It's good to know the professionals at Servpro have the training and equipment to get your life back on the right track. Whether it's water, fire, or storm damage. For restoration and cleaning, count on Servpro of Clovis, Visalia, Fresno, and Shaver.
Anna, oh my God, I'm so excited you're here. So what ideas you cooking up this week?
Okay, so I was thinking something that's like...
Please, no!
Mixed with...
Who are you? That was amazing. Thank you. Okay, let's write it up.
Queen of country music. Legend in the industry.
Reba McEntire!
Reba McEntire is bringing a huge punch to the knockouts.
What are you big boys out of a little old bitty gal?
Did my toupee fly off?
The Voice, new Monday on NBC.
Well, Prada is catching a lot of heat for one of its latest high-end dresses. Well, take a look. This strapless mini dress is a part of Prada's Spring-Summer 2023 collection. Oh, my goodness.
Is that a bag?
That's what I'm thinking right now. Well, the company describes it as having a wrinkled finish that recalls a sheet of paper. However, people online had filed a day with the $3,700 dress. Many say it resembles a bath towel. Others said it was made from spare curtain material.
Yeah, that's a curtain, right?
Yeah, it's ugly. I don't really know what else to say about it. Yeah, my face exactly.
If someone wants to spin that much, okay. Yeah. Some entertainment stars have been partnering with fast food brands. This time, Post Malone has designed his very own Raising Cane's restaurant. Apparently, he really loves chicken fingers, bland chicken fingers. He designed every aspect of the restaurant, the dining room, the bathrooms, the exterior, and the landscaping. Malone is good friends with Raising Cane's founder Todd Graves. Of course, yes, that's who would be friends. The Post Malone Raising Cane's will open today near his home in Midvale, Utah.
All righty, well, Guinness World Records just named a Chihuahua the world's shortest dog. Well, meet Pearl, the 2-year-old Chihuahua who is shorter than a popsicle stick. She's just 3.59 inches tall and 5 inches long, barely weighs over a pound. She's related to the previous record holder who passed away in 2020. Pearl was first revealed on the Guinness Talents show in Italy. Well, she might be small, but her owner says she's a bit of a diva.
Ooh, yeah, it looks like a diva.
Yeah, when you're under a pound, I guess you can be a diva, but I think she's cute.
You said you want one of these?
I do. I want everyone at home. I want a Chihuahua.
She wants a hairless Chihuahua.
No, I want
the
teacup that are like 3 to 4 pounds.
And
bring it
no
here
hair.
to the station.
Coming up on Ksee Midday.
A California senator is on the hot seat after she's been unable to attend votes. And her constituents think it's time to move on.
Ksee 24 asked you to nominate remarkable women in our community. We recognize the incredible accomplishments and extraordinary efforts of our 4 finalists.
I think everyone has the opportunity to be remarkable.
We congratulate our 2023 recipient, Adrienne Hellman, as she attends the national celebration in Los Angeles.
I'm absolutely elated that I won. It makes me actually more passionate about my work and makes me want to do more.
Thank you, Main Street Hanford and BD&J Injury Lawyers, and all of our remarkable women.
The lawyers at BD&J are used to dealing with some pretty big numbers.
The emotional and financial stress from my skateboarding accident made it tough for my family. But BD&J got us a $29 million settlement.
Call BD&J at 1-800-820-1111 today.
United Health Centers has partnered with Kings County Public Health to offer you and your family COVID-19 testing, vaccines, and antiviral medication treatments. Our team of healthcare professionals are ready to provide you with quality healthcare at our Corcoran, Lemoore, and Hanford Health Centers. Protect your family and stay healthy. Call us today at 1-800-492-4227. 1-800-492-4227. United Health Centers. Wellness for a lifetime.
If you're a small business owner or individual that owes $10,000 or more to the IRS or Franchise Tax Board, you need to contact SBA Accounting and Tax Solutions. Our Central Valley Tax Resolution Specialists deal with the government directly, structuring a plan to free you from unfiled returns, wage garnishments, bank levies, and IRS harassment. Call today for your confidential consultation and free report on how to end your IRS problems. SBA Accounting and Tax Solutions, the rescue squad for troubled taxpayers. We'll help you get your life back.
25 years ago, one extraordinary show danced its way into history. Riverdance. Now it's time for the next step. Experience the breathtaking phenomenon, Riverdance, the 25th anniversary show.
April 25th at the Soroyan Theater. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
So, how's the menopause going?
Unexpected rage, hot flashes, exhaustion.
Big fan. Here's to being tired all day
and up at night.
Said no woman ever. Estroven relieves major